What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Afan, and today I'm going to be reviewing episode 7, of House of the Dragon, the show, season 1, called Driftmark. Now then, I have done a reaction to this as well, and that should be available on the channel. Link in the description to that reaction as well. If you want to see the full-length reaction as well, that's available on my Patreon. Link in the description to that. And all these videos that go up on YouTube go first on Patreon. So if you want to see it first, you can. Link in the description. Thank you so much, everyone, for supporting me. Now then, let's get into the breakdown of this episode, because this was quite an interesting episode. If I remember correctly, that is the name of the Valerian's place, right? All right. Wow. Okay, that was quite an episode. It was quite an interesting episode. A lot of development. First things first, all right? Let's just get it out of the way. How is Viserys still alive? I mean, how? The guy is losing something every step he takes, yet he's still alive. You know what? Think about this. Lena died. Viserys was to marry her. He refused because she's too young. This guy is alive while she's dead. How? Why? And this guy's lost it. I mean, he's lost all control, you know? Aemond is like, I've lost an eye. Alicent's like, you know, my son lost his eye. Aegon's like, my bro lost an eye. It's an accident. Viserys like, bitch, please hold my leg that I lost earlier because I sneezed too hard. How is this guy still alive? Anyways, he's a nice guy though, and like I said, unfortunately in this world, nice guys are not treated with all the respect that they deserve. Laenor is another one of those dudes that I thought he wasn't getting the respect that he deserves, and he honestly isn't. He isn't getting the respect that he deserves. It seems Rhaenyra cares about him a lot. And that's great. That's good to see. It seems like there might actually be some sort of feeling there, but it's just not mutual. And because of that, it's not working out. And Laenor also seems to be a dutiful sort of person. He wants to at least do his duty. He's unable to. It's not his fault, but he's trying, right? That makes him a good guy. That makes him someone who is aware that he needs to do something and is trying, but it's just not working. I know what you're gonna do, you know, when you're born like that. I was a bit confused though. I was like, are they talking about the fact that he's gay or the fact that he's barren? He's like, we tried, couldn't get it up, or he couldn't get it out. Yeah, Aemond, such a badass. I might have lost an eye, but I gained a dragon, and then a Vhagar of all 1,000 times over, like Otto said. Wow. Okay, so yeah, Alicent got Otto. He would be partial to me. Well, there you have it. You got Otto. But if I remember correctly, Helena is her name, right? The sister who's like playing with insects. Almost said incest. Well, she is playing. Well, I don't know if she is, but the brothers are thinking about it at least. Especially Aemond. He seems to be up for it. Aegon is like, she's crazy or whatever. Again, not the right reason. The reason should be she's my sister, but you know, still he's showing some sort of resistance. Whereas Aemond is like, crazy sister, oh yeah, let's do it, you know? They're arguing over who's gonna tap it. I'm like, I usually skip this part. Anyways, yeah, Alicent's lost it. She's just blaming everyone and everything on Rhaenyra and her children, and she's completely gone mad. I mean, she at one point even blamed Aegon. You know, and he's like, you're supposed to protect him and this and that. Well, what about you? You're his mother too. You're supposed to protect him too. So if you're going to blame, you know, Viserys or Aegon or whatever, then what about your duty? What about your responsibility, right? Not saying she has to be with them all the time. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying if that's what you are saying, that these guys have to always be watching over him, well, then you're the mother. You have more responsibility than all these others combined. Do you know what I mean? So if we're really going to point fingers, then come on, we should start with you. And then she just all lets it all out. I thought that was a great moment as well, when she has a dagger and she's going at Rhaenyra, and she just tells her how it is, tells her what exactly is going on, how they fell apart. And the little jab back from Rhaenyra was a pretty good one as well. I mean, I knew what she was saying, why she was doing what she was doing. I said at the start of the video as well, and I kind of understand it as well. Not kind of, I actually do understand it. It's just that she's gone full mad. There, I finally got the reason. She's just too hateful. She's just too out there. Like, Rhaenyra is doing all these things, but she's not causing anyone any harm. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Alicent is willingly causing people harm and completely ignoring the fact that Aemond had the rock in his hand and was gonna crush the kid. Now, whether the kid's a bastard or whatever, it's still a kid. Whoever's kid it is, it's a kid. How are you going to ignore that detail? That your child was going to murder another child? You know what I mean? It's also the way that the two kids are treating the other two kids. Alicent's children are treating Rhaenyra's children. It has changed significantly. That is not how it was in the previous episode. Aegon even went like, when she was talking to him, like, Aegon, like, all right, cool. I guess I will not be a challenge then. Do you know what I mean? He was like, okay. So that has changed significantly, and it shows that Alicent has been in their ears. And I thought they might say it. I thought they might say it was her. It was Alicent who told us about the legitimacy of, Rhaenyra's children when Viserys was asking them that. They don't. They keep it quite vague. Vagar. And then she gets stabbed with the dagger. Valyrian steel. The dagger with the prophecy. The dagger that Viserys showed her and told her about the responsibility that she bears as a Targaryen, as the heir to the throne. And, that got her. The burden finally made her bleed, one could say. It's imagery, symbolism, whatever the right word is. Insert is here, man. English ain't my first language. Kristen Cole is trying to just... I love the one decision he makes where he's like, as your protector, my queen, I'm like, okay, cool. Finally, you did something that doesn't make me want to, So I'm like, all right, cool. But then later on, and I love how Daemon just comes in. He's like, no, you don't. Stand over there, you little... And speaking of Daemon, he is here for the comforts of home once more, it would seem. Rhaenyra just straight up says it. Look, bro, or uncle rather, you left me, you this and that. You left me in a position of whatever, right? For others to attack and this and that. And then they're like, all right, cool. So this is where we are. That was in the past, but this is where we are. That's where we could have been, but this is where we are. So how do you fix the situation? And they're like, all right, Laenor will have to die. So this is what we're going to do. The dude goes up to Carl and tells him that there's a place where you guys can go off to and live a happy life, and it doesn't matter who you are, what name you have. As long as you've got money, which you do, you'll be fine. And so they make this elaborate plan. So Laenor is in on the whole plan, and Laenor knows why he's here, and he knows it's not a real fight. Because in that moment, I was thinking, Laenor is a pretty good warrior. What if he chops him up? He chops Carl up, But no, it's not going to happen because they already knew about that. And so then they so the guy that Daemon kills is that, so that's his body. So they still killed a guy. Now, I know it's just some guy, but it's still a guy. Rest in peace, man. I hope they throw you in the ocean. No, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, because they're Valyrians, and so the ocean, that's how, I think you know what I meant. And so by doing that, basically, Rhaenyra and Daemon are joining forces, and like Rhaenyra said, with you on my side, who's going to challenge, rather, me, right? And I think still people will, but not as much and not as in the open, because Daemon, if anything, is a mad bastard. So yeah, they might challenge their claims still, but not in the open, not in front of Daemon at least. Whereas it seemed like they were just doing it in the open, even in front of Laenor, and the dude was just too nice. He was just like, all right, yeah, you're not wrong, I didn't like how Alicent did say the greens, refer to them as the greens, because that's their color, the green color. The Targaryen color is more red and black, I suppose. I saw a lot of red and black on Rhaenyra's side, and I obviously saw a lot of green on the other side. So the greens versus what? Red and black, I suppose. But it was interesting, man. It's developing really well. That's all I know. I haven't read the book, by the way. So all I know is that there's a civil war between these two, and that's it. And it's shaping up to be pretty good. I like how the two daughters of Daemon, by the way, and Laena, I think they like the other two, the sons. Oh my goodness, look at that. So now that, by the way, we saw a Targaryen wedding, which is disgusting, but, we finally saw it. So yeah, like I was saying, those two like each other. Before they were cousins, you know what? Fine, whatever. Now they're brothers and sisters. Half. Half though, yeah. So wait, no, not half. Step. Oh, they're step, right? Because they don't share any of the parents. Half is when you share one of the parents. They don't share any. Right, so they would be step. Okay. That's more all right, I suppose. Well, my browser history clearly shows that I'm fine with that. Wait, what? Who said that? Pause. Yeah, so there's something going on with them. She got her dragon stolen from her. You know, she was already worried about not having a dragon. Her father was ignoring her because of not having dragon. And now they took the dragon away from her. By the way, I just thought of it. Laenor did say that a wise man or whatever, sailor or something, flees the storm before it gathers, or as it gathers, right? Well, he fled the storm as it was gathering, or before it was gathering, or something about gathering. Magic the Gathering. So, I mean, it's pretty clear that it's on, and Alicent she's been upgraded, leveled up. She's become a pro gamer now, and her daddy is very proud of the fact that she's a pro gamer now. But what I want to know is, when's the daddy gonna get her some G Fuel and a gamer candle and a gaming chair? Her setup is incomplete. A green one, please. But yeah, her talk with Larys saying that in the future we might need to get an eye or something. By the way, speaking of an eye, I was just thinking, like, every episode, one of the body parts is going rotten or losing, you know, Viserys. In the finale, we're just gonna open with an eyeball. You know those little balls that they put in the cup thingies when they're in the council table? That ball is just going to be his eyeball, and that's all that's going to be there. And they're going to be like, there's your king. Eye of the king. When that woman came in to Alicent's room, and she was like, the hand of the king. And I was low-key hoping she'd just pull out a hand of the king. He's like, he lost it in the bath again, you know? Times are tough. Yeah, we got like a mini Battle of the Bastards there as well. We got Larys being a little simpy McSimperson. I don't know what's going on exactly. The looks he's given Alicent, he might be simping, he might just be like, you know, she's the queen, so I want to gain power, because obviously, but I don't know. It was that dude is weird. He gives me creepy vibes, and I don't like it. But yeah, I've been going on for too long. I'm going to end it right here. But before I end it, though, I just want to mention that I found the funeral of Laena very good. I thought it was done really well. It showed that she was a real person, someone that people cared about. It showed all the people that her death impacted, and she impacted while she was alive. The children, the extended family members, the brothers, obviously the parents, the husband as well, so on and so forth. And I thought it was great. I mean, obviously then during the funeral, there were some scenes, these looks that people were exchanging, some things that were said, especially by Corlys's brother when he was giving that speech. He's looking at, you know, Alicent, and then Rhaenyra and the children, and he's talking about the blood and how thick it runs, or will never run thin, or what. I don't know what he was saying. I understand what he was saying, but I don't remember the exact words, because they speak, I don't know how. I don't even know the English that we speak now, and I don't know what, they speak a different kind of English there. So yeah, this was a very interesting episode, a lot of development, and I'm very much looking forward to the next episode. By the way, this right here is a little review that I do at the end of my reaction video. So if you want to see the reaction video, that should be available on the channel, and link should be in the description down below to that reaction video as well. I'm now going to be uploading two videos, one with just the review and one with the reaction and the review together. So yeah, this is like my first ever standalone sort of breakdown review sort of video. I've been thinking about doing these separately for quite a while now. Let's see how it goes. If you like these, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll keep doing that for every episode, and I'll separate the previous episodes as well, so you can see it like that. I know some people don't have that much time. The reaction videos are too long. I get it. So I want to provide you with both the options. Choose whichever works for you, you know? But yeah, very much looking forward to the next one. If you want to see the full-length reaction, like I said, to my reaction, that is available on my Patreon, link in the description. These videos go up early on Patreon as well, so if you want to see them first, you can on Patreon. Thank you so much, patrons, YouTube members, subscribers, all of you for supporting me all this time, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice